So I'm going to show you now how to tag a valve using the SmartValve functionality. So this is a tagging for the iOS version of SmartValve. So the Android version will be slightly different, but this is for the iOS version. So as you can see here, I've actually found the valve that I want to tag. So there's other videos on how to search and how to pull up these valve cards, which I'm sure you're familiar with by now. So we're going to get straight to it. I pulled up the valve card that I want to tag, and I'm going to click Add a New Operation. So here I'm now going to click the tag operation, and you can see that's going my operations list to do. So I click on tag valve. It then takes me through the process of actually tagging the valve. So this valve could have previously been tagged, and you can overwrite that. That's absolutely fine. So you could get rid of an old tag and add a new tag if you want to do so. Maybe one's got lost or broken, so that's a reason you might want to do it. But there's no tags on this one. You're going to attach the new tag in a clean and prominent place. This is near-field communication technology, so the tag and the phone need to be close together. So I've done that, and now all I need to do is start by hitting the tag button here and follow the on-screen instructions. So I hit tag. It asks me ready to scan, so I hold the tag close to the phone. You can see the tag write has now been a success. I press next and finished. And you can see in the history there that tag valve has now been updated. So what has that done? So that's added a piece of code to the NFC chip that links this valve to that chip. So the chip itself doesn't hold any data apart from a long string of code. And when you go then and subsequently scan the chip with your device, which I'll show you how to do in a second, it immediately pulls up the valve detail. So that's really, a really good benefit in terms of trying to ensure you are operating the correct valve. And this could be good for critical valves such as boundary valves. It could be great for when you've got a cluster of valves and the GPS isn't going to be as accurate as you want it to be. So now if you can remember, I've tagged that particular valve. If I want to then go and I find a valve that has already been chipped, I just press the scan button at the top. So I then hold my device to the chip that's attached to the valve. It reads it successfully and immediately pulls up that valve data. So this is the one that I just tagged. You can see in the history there. So it's a really quick way of getting to the valve that you want to do some work on, either operate or update. You don't have to find it through GPS. If it's got a tag, you simply scan the tag by pressing the scan button, hold your phone next to it, and it'll immediately pull up that valve's data. So that's how easy it is to set up and scan for a valve using the NFC chipping tool.